We never got discouraged. We kept fighting, we kept pushing, we kept encouraging. And that's the biggest part about this locker room. Everyone, is always fighting to the end, regardless of what the score is saying. We kind of don't even look at the scoreboard. We, play 60 minutes and we play every play. And then towards the end of the game, that's when we kind of look at the scoreboard and see what's going on.
Yeah, if I felt like my ankle was affecting the team and the success of the offense, I would for sure move on. But at the same time, I feel like I'm still moving around. I'm still able to run, scramble, throw, and we just haven't executed at a high enough success rate as offense.
Patrick Mahomes with both legs wrapped together is a better option than Matt Moore. So Patrick, please, you're not being selfish, you're just being realistic. Patrick Mahomes playing on his knees is better than Matt Moore on his 2 feet. So they're sticking with Patrick Mahomes, but he clearly is a different guy when he's hobbled.
Yeah.
They badly need their bye week so he can get healthy.
Yeah.
The problem is it's 5 games away for the Chiefs.
Right.
And look, they were 4-0. We're ready to put them in the AFC Championship game against the Patriots. The only question is when they play on December 8, who wins that game? So, therefore, who has home field advantage? Now the Chiefs have lost 2 in a row at home.
Right.
What's wrong with the Chiefs?
Well, I think it's fairly obvious. I mean, yes, you're right about Mahomes, and then it gets, just accentuated to a bigger problem when your offensive line can't pass protect right now. I think that's really one of the biggest issues, and of course that starts with the left tackle issue they have, but they've been steamrolled in that department. They're not a team that's going to try to stay consistent with the run game, and then, the same old story. It's just the defense can't get a stop when they need it. You never have any faith. Did you ever at any point yesterday doubt that Deshaun Watson wasn't going to make the plays when he needed to drive the ball down the field or convert a 3rd down or a 4th down? I mean, that's what I worry about the Chiefs. They're just not enough difference makers, and they obviously are a little bit in trouble, but not in the AFC. They still have time to work it out and wiggle their way out of it to get out of this funk.
But remember when we said that the Chiefs' defense doesn't have to be much better this year, and there's no way it can be worse?
Right.
Is it worse than it was last year?
I don't think it's worse. I think one of the big issues, more than anything, I don't know, maybe it is worse, okay?
Consider these numbers before you pass judgment.
Go ahead.
The Chiefs have given up at least 180 rushing yards in 4 straight games.
Yeah, that's scary.
Ravens had 203. Lions had 188. Colts had 180. Texans had 192.
Ooh, man. Yeah, that's not good, because the big thing is, and this is something I talked about on my podcast a little bit, they got to change their approach. They got to take something away. They don't take the run game away, pass game away. They got to put their eggs into one basket. But no Chris Jones yesterday. That's their best defensive player. Frank Clark's been good, but nothing great, okay? And then you get through the rest of their defensive line, and you start naming names and guys, and you're just going, linebackers, okay. Secondary, yeah, they got Honey Badger, yes, but everybody else
can't do it by himself.
No, he can't do it by himself. So, again, there's right now, without a Chris Jones, there's no difference maker or guy that makes a play on a big 3rd down to get him off the field, and that's an issue for their team right now because teams are keeping their offense on the sideline.
If they could get Jalen Ramsey, assuming the Jaguars have a change of heart, he was going to play yesterday. Shad Khan, the owner of the team, is very optimistic about it, and ultimately he's inactive again. If they decide to trade him, does he make a difference in Kansas City?
I do think he does make a difference. Yes, I think a guy like Steve Spagnuolo would know how to use him. Now, I don't think they're going to go from whatever they're ranked defensively in the NFL, which I'm not even sure what they are, and I got to look now because we're sitting here and doing this. But either way, no, I think the one thing that he would make a difference more than anything is, okay, you take the best receiver. Now we can crowd the line of scrimmage to stop the run or stop a DeAndre Hopkins or somebody like that on a big 3rd down because we'll put a bunch of people over there or Jalen Ramsey on it. The big thing I've heard that they were really in the conversation for Jalen Ramsey in that trade, but you're going to have to pay Jalen Ramsey to be the highest paid corner in the history of football. And then we know that they're going to have to pay the quarterback the same thing. And I'm not so sure that's a formula that's going to be good for the rest of the football team going forward.
I wonder if this experience, as Patrick Mahomes closes in on becoming eligible for his 2nd contract, and I have argued in the past that when that window opens after Week 17, not after the playoffs, after Week 17, he should say, I want what I am due now.
Yeah.
Does it make him softer? Does it make him more like Tom Brady? There's that scale from Peyton Manning to Tom Brady, where Peyton Manning was grab every last penny you can.
Right.
Tom Brady was do a below-market deal.
Yeah.
Where does he land on that? And maybe when he looks around the roster, he says, hey, maybe I should take this.
I think he could be Brady-ish, where, I mean, again, is it going to make a difference in his life when he gets done and he's got $250 million in the bank compared to $230 million?
And he's making a lot off the field, too.
They got to get him on the field.
Superlatives next, right here on PFT Live.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.